Hey everyone, I'm Chad. Thanks for coming to Arctic Horde Wargaming. Today we have a match between myself and Ryan. I'm going to be playing the Flesh Eater Courts. Ryan has the Orruk Warclans. He's trying out that new battle tome again, so anything you can do in the comments to help him out there would be greatly appreciated with the rules and things like that. But before we get into this, if you take a look at the links down below, we have a lot of links down there. And if you are in the Twin Cities metro area and you'd like to come in and get a game in with us, be featured in a battle report, shoot me a message. We'd love to have you in and schedule that. And you want to be part of the Horde, I know you do, hit that subscribe button, and then also hit the bell so you're notified of our upcoming content. We have new stuff uploading to the channel all the time. Stay tuned for the show, folks.
Alright everybody, today we are running 1,000 points of Orruk Warclans. Specifically, we are doing Iron Sons under the Iron Jaws allegiance. I took Gordrak again because in the 2,000 point game he was indispensable and amazing in comparison to the General, who did, granted, the General did take a Terrorgeist down to one or two hit points, but I think we're going to want Gordrak for this one. I also brought two lists of Gore Gruntas, and they have Jagged Gore Hakkas. I know that this one dude right here doesn't have Jagged Gore Hakka, but please, this is not WYSIWYG in that case. I don't know why somebody assembled it like that, but it is what it is. And we have a list of brutes, which I haven't played with in the new set, so that'll be interesting. We obviously have the Claw and the Smasha and a big Gore Hakka, so we'll see how it goes.
This is Chad. Today I'm going to be playing Flesh Eater Courts. I have exactly 1,000 points going here. I have a Ghoul King on Terrorgeist in back there, and he has the Mount trait, reroll failed hit rolls for the Fanged Maw, and then he also has the Blood River Chalice on him. And I'm going to be taking the generic stuff, so Feeding Frenzy and Feast Day. It allows me a second pile in. I don't have to use a command point to do it. And then my spell is going to be the Miasmal Shroud. And then I'm going to be doing Bringer of Death for the command trait, which is going to be on Spike here. It's this gentleman over here. That is my general, which allows me to take the Flayers as my battle line. So we're going to play in Scorched Earth. We're doing it on a 4-foot table instead of a 6-foot table. So instead of having 8 objectives, we're going to bump it down to 4. So then we'll have 2 in each of our territories. And the way this works is each player scores 1 victory point at the end of each of their turns for each objective they control. Starting from the second battle round, though, a player can raise an objective they control an enemy territory, scoring D3 victory points instead of 1, but removing the objective from play. So we're going to roll to see who drops first, or who picks who drops.
Okay. So I'm going to have you drop first, because you have 5 drops and I have 4.
Alright, so we'll show you after setup. After setup, here's how it looks for the Flesh Eater Courts. I put the throne here, it's within 1 inch of that, so he'll have -1 to his bravery checks if he's going after that. Then I have 3 Flayers and the Courtier. In the center, I dropped the Terrorgeist with the Ghoul King on it. And then over on the other side, I have another 3 Flayers with the Courtier behind it. And they're all evenly spaced, 6 inches away, so I'm controlling the objectives right now. So basically just spaced out the table evenly, and I'll just react to whatever he brings my way.
Alright, so this is what we did for Iron Jaws, Iron Sons specific. We set these brutes over here to defend if he tries to come and take a bite real quick. I had no intention of going after the one that he set up with his throne. I put all my guys here because my tactical objective is to just pile in and take out his Terrorgeist at some point, but in the process just destroy everything in my way. But hopefully I might end up leaving 3 guys behind just to make sure that he doesn't get to spawn his guys in back, unless I get to there first. So that's what we got. And I placed him to make sure that he is 24 within the brutes. The brutes are wholly within, so he could potentially use Voice of Gork first turn. This is what we did for this turn. The plan is to try and get forward as much as possible. Unfortunately, since we did not take a Gorefist battalion, because we literally couldn't if we couldn't take Gordrak, and I wanted to make sure I could. This is as far as we can get first turn. Pretty much preparing for him to summon in his guys at any point soon, unless he learned and is going to wait for that for later. But we are prepared to be attacked at this point. I had positioned these guys in the middle like this because that Terrorgeist might just come straight down the middle, and what better way to try and kill a Terrorgeist with both of these guys charging from each side. So that is the plan. I still have my one command point, hoping that if I need it, I can use it to do the Iron Sun's command ability, Alright, Get 'em, which will allow me to do some fun stuff if I need to. So that's it for Iron Jaws, Iron Suns, first turn. Still within 6 inches here and here with these guys. So 2 points.
At the end of Flesh Eater Court turn 1, these guys just stayed stable, waiting for the attack. And then I moved up this. These guys all ran. This unit, and the Terrorgeist. I got Unholy Vitality on the Terrorgeist. And then I did summon in my other unit here. And then that is it for Flesh Eater Court turn 1.
Let's roll for turn. Oh, boy, that means a 6.
That is a 6.
Unfortunately.
So Flesh Eater Courts will take it. So Flesh Eater Courts, turn 2. I moved everything up here, managed to get the objective, and so then I burned it. I got 2 victory points out of that. The brutes are still hanging around, even though I piled into there twice. Or actually, I piled into the pigs that he charged me with, because he got whatever ability that was.
Yeah, the Iron Suns did the Alright, Get 'em rule, and they successfully charged in. Unfortunately, there's no... This is the one rule that I would know is or would like to know is like, hey, if I successfully charge you, can I attack first even though it's his turn? If so, I could have done a lot more damage and he wouldn't have been able to hit my pigs at charge. Because that just makes sense that, oh, I'm going to countercharge you after your charge phase. That would make sense to me, but we'd like to know down below in the comments and let us know so we can change that for next time maybe.
Yep, so I did some work in here, got rid of 2 pigs. He managed to pass both of his battle shocks there. The Terrorgeist did take 2 wounds for the trouble. And then over here, I just kind of repositioned, still holding on to the objective. And we'll see what happens in Iron Jaws turn 2.
So I pushed the Gorgruntas up. They successfully charged. I had to re-roll. They needed an 8 and I only rolled a 7. So I successfully got it on a 9. Charged these guys. Took out 2. I wanted to take out more, but it is what it is. I had more people within 6 inches, so I was able to raise it. I rolled a 3, so I only got 2 command point or victory points for that. Back on this side, we still have our boss Gorgrunter alive. Gordrak is sitting at 15 wounds. I have the boss brute left, and that Terrorgeist is poof gone. We did some shooting. We did destructive bulk. Destructive bulk got about 5 mortals off, which is pretty great. So his one guy here is sitting at 1 health. I'm hoping to take this turn so that I can start moving into here. Just take out all of his guys with Gordrak and just keep moving forward. So Gordrak has a +1 from strength from victory right now.
It's looking kind of bleak for the Flesh Eater Courts.
Let's roll for turn.
Here's what it looks like at the end of turn 2. Now we're going to roll for turn. Yes, I will totally take that. So Flesh Eater Courts are going to take turn 3.
So he brought back all of his guys that I killed last turn.
Well, not all of them. I brought back 3 out of the 4.
Yeah.
So
yeah, close enough.
But these guys retreated out of here and went back to the objective. All of those guys over there retreated out of there, came over here, he retreated from over there. So basically just castling up on that objective. And then
we did that.
They retreated over there, shot at Gordrak, didn't get anything off on him, but they did get the objective, and I burned it and got 2 out of that.
Yeah.
So at the end of Flesh Eater Courts, turn 3, I got 8-5 in my favor.
I didn't know you could actually, retreat and then still control an objective with those guys. So that's always fun. This guy should put in more work. Damn it. Alright. Going into Iron Jaws, Iron Suns, turn 3. The power move has been made. I have taken out enough guys that I control that objective. I'm not going to raise it because I'd have to roll a 6 or a 5, and that's the only way to actually tie the game. So if I just control it, I get a point, and that goes to only needing to roll a 4 or a 3 next turn. I know that his guy can bring back some guys, but my power move is that I'm going to literally, hopefully win next turn, and I'll wipe out this whole side, and then I'll keep it, and then I only have to worry about one squad. So we're going to roll.
Well, here's what it looks like at the end of Iron-Jaw's turn 3. So I do have that other unit hanging out over there still.
I still got this guy. The other pig died in combat here. So I do have the boss left. He rolled a 6. And I rolled a 2. So he gets turn. And he gets to bring all of his guys back. And that'll be the end of the game for me. Unless I start killing him on his turns to get him off that objective. So let's see what happens.
Flesh Eater Courts turn 4.
Gordrak has 9 wounds.
Flesh Eater Courts turn 4 did not go well. Actually, my leaders all got wrecked there, and this is what I have left on the table. I am doing some work on Gordrak, but I have a feeling in the end it's not going to matter. He's got 8 wounds left on him. I do have this other unit of Flayers going to come in and hopefully save the day here, but now we're going to go into his turn. He's going to kill these guys, and then I'll have those 3 guys left. So hopefully they can do enough work to win me the game. We'll see.
Gordrak's at a +3 right now. Alright, I took out the last guy that was at their base of operations there with a throne, and now I'm just waiting to hide out for this other guys. They're going to have to swing around because my base is 6 inches, so they're going to have to come around and get into combat with Gordrak if they really want to be in this place. Gordrak has 8 wounds left. He's up to a +4 at this point because he killed the last guy in combat. So yeah, that's how we're doing. All these guys are within 6 inches, so that's always good too. So, off to, wait, no, this is Roland's return,
turn
right?
5, yeah. This is the one for all the enchiladas. That's a 6.
1 there, so it's
I'll
his
take
turn.
it.
He has a chance.
We'll see what happens.
And I didn't raise it because I needed to get that +1, so it's now 7 to 8. And he's not going to be able to, hopefully he won't be able to kill me, all my guys, and hopefully I'll be able to raise it my next turn. So, fingers crossed, boys and girls.
So I went big there, and I lost. All my guys ended up dying. I charged everything in at Gordrak, hoping to do enough wounds to get him out of there. I did do some damage. I got him down to 3 wounds, but it wasn't enough to get rid of him. So now we're going to go into Iron-Jaw's turn 5. And actually, basically, all he has to do is decide what's going to happen, because it'll be a tie game as it is right now. It'll be 8-8, and then if he rolls...
It'll be an 8-8 if I don't roll.
Right.
If I roll, I will have the chance to win.
Good game, sir. Good game. So that's what it looks like at the end of the game here.
9 to 8 in favor of Iron-Jaws, under specifically the Iron Sun's ability.
So my Flesh Eater Courts have been talking a lot of smack, but he's got me the last 2 games now. I say.
So what do you think about that 1,000-point list game, huh?
That was painful. I actually got to bring my old list that I had been running at 1,000 points pretty regularly.
Yeah.
And they actually added the mount trait and everything like that. Tactics-wise, this time I think I was pretty right on with what I was trying to do.
Yeah. Yeah, I got really lucky, and my tactics somehow were still good in the end. I was scared. I really thought that I made the wrong list choice with taking Gordrak. I had a different list that was a Mega Boss, War Chanta, and a Shaman, plus another unit of Gorgruntas to make up the difference in points. And I'm kind of glad that I took Gordrak because he got a lot of attack. I mean, he was +5 at the end of this game for strength from victory.
Yeah, he's a wrecking ball for sure.
He's a wrecking ball. He's totally worth 560 points, even in a 1,000-point game. And
well, what happened there was I wanted another turn over on this other side of the table with what I had going on before you came at me with him. Because if you did, I would have wiped out the brutes and would have gotten rid of that unit of Gorgruntas. And actually, if you fast forward to the end of the game there, that would have made a huge difference. because that would have been a difference in who was sitting down there.
Yeah. You did win a lot of double turns, though.
Oh,
Or blocked my double turn.
Yeah, I rolled into the double turns pretty regular, so that was good. Once my heroes and stuff started going down, though, it was all bad news for me for there. The Terrorgeist going out as quick as he did actually totally makes the game. Just like if Gordrak dropped right away in this game, your game would be over.
I'd be done.
Same thing with the Terrorgeist. Once he's gone, it's pretty tough.
Especially at 1,000 points.
Yeah, so... But,
Orktober's, we got, what, 2 wins now?
Yeah,
2 wins.
Doing good.
I'm coming for you now.
So, good games here?
Good game. I think Heidi's next on the list of the chopping block.
Right on. Wah! Well, that was a fun matchup. Didn't go the way I planned. Flesh Eater Courts. I don't know. Maybe they met their match in the Orruk Warclans. We'll see. But for now, if you want to be part of the Horde, hit that subscribe button. Then also hit the bell so you're notified of our upcoming content. We have new stuff uploading to the channel all the time. Stay tuned for the next show, folks.